What's up, everyone? It's the Nerd Informer again with today's podcast on Book of Boba Fett. I gotta say, we'll start off with we're gonna do episode 6 and 7. I actually thought 6 was the last episode. I didn't know there was a seventh.
Originally I thought they were only doing six, and then
Like, I only found out Wednesday morning that there was another one because there was an ad for it. I'm like, excuse me?
I'm sorry, what? Well, that'd have been a really dumb way to end it.
Yeah, I thought so. I gotta say, episode 6 is pretty fucking cool. First thing that happened in that was when they went to town and they were trading the spice for the credits. That was such a badass scene that they gave that guy. Like the guy that's like you would say
Yes.
the sheriff around town.
Yes.
Really fucking cool. I was like a standoff
Cobb.
between one.
Cobb Vanth.
Yeah.
Vanth, is that his name? Yeah, he's a badass.
Him, dude, he's not dead. He got shot in the shoulder.
No, he's the one that was in the bacta tank at the end of the last episode. The dude that was standing over. Did you watch it in the after scene, the credits, post credit scene?
I didn't think there was one.
Oh, you are a loser.
I did not think that they were going to do one for Star Wars. I know Marvel to watch out for it.
I'm about to spoil it for you because you're a loser and you deserve it. And
so the tank that they were all came on.
So you know how Boba Fett in the end said he told the big Wookiee that
his name's like Santon, or I forgot his name. It's like
Chrysanthemum or something like that.
Yeah.
He said, "Don't worry, buddy. I got a bacta tank waiting for you or something." And then at the end, when they're walking down the street, he's like, "Oh, the bacta tank is full or taken right now," or something like that.
Oh, and it was him.
So everybody thought it was the Wookiee.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was Cobb Vanth, and the dude that was standing over him was the guy that does all the redid the assassin chicks like stomach and stuff, like
stuff. To rebuild them.
Yeah, he's the guy that rebuilds all these people.
It's fucking awesome.
So he's in the bacta tank, and then he's gonna be rebuilt by the other cat.
He only got shot like right here. He didn't get really shot. Like it was in the right. His right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he was actually going to show up for the fight because he got shot in the arm.
Like, he got a little boo boo
because it looked like he got shot in the arm. he got boo boo.
I mean, I watched the fucking Wookiee get shot about 17 times, and then he had a limp,
stabbed, and
you know what I mean.
And his head was bleeding. You see where his head was bleeding? That was pretty.
Oh yeah. But coming up with that, I gotta say the opening scene to that was fucking badass, dude. And it's even cooler, like the amount of spice, and I'm guessing it's a drug. It looks like gold almost, but
they never really specify. They never really specify what it is. I don't think.
He just dumps it all out, and he could have just moved off planet.
Well, see, that's what I don't know what was supposed to be in that. Like, did they get ripped off or something, or was that spice, or what was
that? Was spice in the box, but at the same time, that's what they. See, the thing is, what I didn't understand is when the four were standing there, like, was two of them exchanging the money for that? Like, or were they all working together and they just had those two things in front of each other? You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So that kind of confused me, I guess, when you see that. But yeah, I guess that whole fucking chest was spice, and that was like more than their entire city, like what it was worth.
Right.
So he could have fucking just left, but
he played that pretty well. He played that part pretty good.
Kind of fucking badass. Like he's probably one of my favorite characters in that show.
Yeah, he's pretty badass.
So to know that he's alive, hopefully he's in and it's crossed with Kenobi, and I think it will. And it's all gonna cross together. I think it's gonna.
You know what my whole problem, my problem with this whole series was.
Yeah.
That. Okay, the last two episodes, obviously.
Mandalorian
5 and 6 were basically 1.5 episodes of the Mandalorian. You know what I mean? And there was a bunch of spots in the show where I think they could have spent more time telling the story, and then saved the Mandalorian part coming in the last episode. And then at the end of that episode, they show him saying something like, I'm gonna go find my little friend or whatever. And that should have been how the Mandalorian starts.
Yeah.
is him going to see
I could see that.
Grogu on with Skywalker.
I like how they did it though, because I believe that the Book of Boba Fett is going to be in the Mandalorian as well. You know what I mean? It's going to be a mashup.
They're probably gonna have to cross it over somehow, but they left the planet. Like they're not on the planet anymore, so I don't know.
For now, and who knows where they were going? I'm guessing
well, they were going to the lakes or whatever for him to become a Mandalorian again.
He needs to go under the mountain that was destroyed.
Yeah, but he
and
said,
Baby Yoda can fucking help.
Right, I think that was the point of having
Grogu.
Baby Yoda with him.
Baby Yoda is how it's always going to be pronounced for me. But it was really funny after that scene took place. Mandalorian goes to find Grogu because he, in the previous episode, he made him a chainmail vest, which was fucking hilarious. And it's funny with like he's so confused on what's happening when he gets there that like all these little spiders are building the Jedi.
Robots are building the school. I'm like, dude, that's so cool, man.
Fucking, and then they build him a fucking bench and like a leaf so he can like lay down. And fucking C3PO or C3PO.
Yes.
Fucking. Oh no, not C3PO. Oh, I said that R2D.
R2.
Fucking just shuts off, and then what's the Jedi? The girl.
What the hell's her name? I always forget her name.
I that's one I can never remember because I never watched too much about her. So, but she fucking
in Clone Wars, right? I don't think I ever watched much. Of
Clone Wars. Clone Wars. I think that's where like the big part. So they did a really good job with her. Honestly, looks just like the fucking cartoon. Like facial and like the facial expressions, like her face in general. I gotta say, it's a fucking 10 out of 10. Yeah. And I know that actress. She plays in a lot of things. Super fucking cool though. That episode definitely. I guess it pissed me off that he couldn't see Baby Yoda at the time, but I understand why. But it's really funny when Luke's training Baby Yoda and the frog scene when there's like so many frogs in his mouth.
Yes, and he lifts all the frogs up and he's like, yes.
Dude. That and the fucking scene, Baby Yoda, you learn how to jump. I have to say,
dude, the little drone,
dude, how it shocked him and he fucking fell back, dude.
That was fucking great, man.
Oh man,
so good.
I think they did a really good job the whole episode. And let's talk about Luke Skywalker's CGI face, dude. Can you say they did a fucking great job? Like, dude, I don't know if you think that, but I think it was a fucking 10 out of 10.
It was good. Yeah, it was good.
It was amazing.
They're trying to find somebody to play him, I think.
Oh, dude, fucking Sebastian. What's his name? The guy that fucking is.
They were talking about him.
Hey, you'd be the perfect match.
There's somebody else that looks just like a man, like just like.
Let me guess, they're gonna pick Tom Holland.
Yeah,
fucking motherfuckers. Hey, he should have never been in Uncharted. I'm sorry, I haven't seen the movie yet. It's not out yet. He did not fit that role. I had to throw it out there. I'm sorry. The guy does not. He's a kid. He does not belong in that role. Nope.
I don't know enough about the. I don't know.
Nathan Drake is the one that. No, what's his name? Fucking, I can't remember his name. I'll have to show you a picture. It looks just like the guy from Uncharted.
I don't know enough about the game to like know the characters or whatever, but
of Uncharted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to play it. It's probably top 3 games I've ever played. Best games I've ever played, for sure. Story wise, and it's hard. It's just it's hard. That's all I can say. But visual, it's amazing. And Uncharted 2.
Where is Cad Bane from? Let's start with.
Cad Bane is from Clone Wars as well, I believe. Cad Bane was actually. He was one of the strongest characters.
He's badass, dude.
He was one of my. I wish that he would have joined Boba Fett because of how badass he was as a character.
He was a badass.
I gotta say, yeah, he was a lot older than Boba Fett. Oh, you can't tell because of you can't tell age from an alien. But other than that, I mean, that guy, fucking the way he went down was shitty. But. I don't know how old he is, but he was strong enough to take on Jedis.
Right.
Like in the Clone Wars, I believe he took on. I think it was the Clone
I need
Wars.
to watch that. I want to start. I need to start Star Wars all over again and just watch the whole thing.
Yeah,
There's so much that like bits and pieces that I've seen and like been in and out of.
it
Like
all
the
doesn't
Clone
make.
War, I haven't seen any of the Clone Wars.
It's senior just be like it all makes sense now
Right. Like
because you can piece it
I
all
feel-
together.
I feel like I'm missing things.
Yeah. Back to it though. Letting Luke. Luke training and fucking Baby Yoda trying to use the Force to balance is fucking hilarious. See, I think you get a glimpse of Baby Yoda's little foot. It's fucking hilarious. And other
I
than
don't
that,
understand why he made him make a choice. Like,
well, the thing is that he's a hypocrite because of everyone's made the choice when they're a Jedi. Like Luke was supposed to stay and train with Yoda, but he left. Remember in the older movies.
Yeah.
So I think, but another thing that we have to see is we'll go back to the other episode, but so he made a choice, but he's still a Jedi. The thing is, I think Luke wanted to see if he's going to do the same exact thing. Also, whatchamacallit, in the previous episodes of Boba Fett, the yawn came out of nowhere. Okay.
You want to try this again in like an hour after you take a nap?
Yes.
Get your binky and blankie and
yes. But I think that in the previous episodes they said that there is a Mandalorian Jedi. Remember, they said this multiple times in the episodes.
But it was like an ancient one, wasn't it?
But the thing is,
they meant that it was like an ancient Mandalorian Jedi.
But the thing is that Baby Yoda is a Jedi. Also, is going to become a Mandalorian at the same time, I think, as Mandalorian. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be another one.
Do you become a Mandalorian or are you born a Mandalorian?
I think you can become one, right?
I don't know.
Well, if you go to the temple and you go by the rules, I imagine you can live your life as a Mandalorian. But the Mandalorian he says that he was under the protection of like the Mandalore, as in he is a fondling of the Mandalore. So that's how it was pronounced for Grogu.
Right.
So technically, one of them can be like I would fucking love it if the Mandalorian if he could use the Force. And
I wish they would have saved some of that for the Mandalorian, like the first episode or two of the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they missed an opportunity. Like, I'll give you an example. A great example of when the Tuskens were killed.
Yeah.
Like, they could have spent, 5 more minutes telling that story or showing some of that.
And we never got to see the girl, the black Tusken.
Yeah, they never. I'm assuming she's dead. I mean, at this point, because you never see her again.
She might be, unless she's in a healing pod.
Right. So in episode 7,
I'm just joking.
So in episode 7, obviously they work some of that out, but staying in 6 and just staying with the series altogether, like there's just that and like I feel like they wasted a perfectly good opportunity for Jabba the Hutt stuff, because they had the Hutts come in and they were there for like, you really thought they were going to
30 minutes.
You really thought they were going to have a bigger part of the show, like they were going to be.
I just wish the Rancor would have ate one of them, but that's just me.
They weren't significant. I know that would have been great. They weren't significant at all. Like, they really had no point other than, they kind of showed like, how Boba or Jabba was treated when being carried around the streets,
Yeah,
but like they did nothing. They did nothing with them.
They just powdered their fucking chest, or they fucking puffed up their chest, and then they're like, "Yeah, we're bitches. We're leaving."
Yeah, we're out. Like, there's so much little things that they could have done to stretch this out to fill another episode. Like, I'm glad they brought the Mandalorian in because it was cool to see, and I'm a huge fan of the Mandalorian. So, like, I that would be fine if he's in it. But
I'm a bigger fan of Mandalorian than I am Boba Fett. I'm a bigger fan of Boba Fett back then. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because he was a badass. No one knew who he actually was. But we haven't, like, I want to know, like, if he was so bad back then. I mean, I guess he was just being paid. You know what I mean?
Well,
that's being paid from Darth Vader. So maybe it's just all about money, because he was a bounty hunter.
Yeah, I mean
And
that was I think I understand that part, but now it's like the weakest character in this whole show was
yeah.
Boba Fett. I mean, there's
Oh, hands
it,
down.
like just Boba Fett was the weakest character. I love the assassin chick; she was dope.
Mm-hmm. She was
And
badass.
even the green guys that were like the security, they were dope. Like and the
Yeah.
I always say his name wrong.
Who?
The
Chrysanthemum,
Wookiee, yeah, Chrysanthemum.
or however you pronounce it. He
I
was
think he
probably
said it.
overall.
He was super cool. Like, I mean, there was a lot of cool characters that were introduced.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Boba Fett was like my least favorite. He does.
I'm gonna have to agree on that one.
And I don't know that I'm even that excited about the guy that plays Boba Fett. Like, I
Me?
feel like they've aged him. Like, I don't know. I know he's probably old or whatever, but
yeah,
I don't know, man. I wasn't thrilled about
I'm
the way
right
they
there with
portrayed him.
me too. I think it made him look like a Sally.
It's a little
even
bit
though
of the way. It's a little bit of the same way I feel about Loki. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
kind of
they just the thing is for what he was portrayed as in like the 70s and 80s was like
Yes.
the most badass character.
yeah.
And no one could fuck with him, and like he never took his mask off. So to see that he's no, I'm not gonna say overweight, just not in shape like he was in the like,
Right.
and it's supposed to be in the same time period. He should have at least slimmed down for it, and he could have been a little bit more, you know. I
mean, when he's got his armor on, it's fine or whatever. It's just
yeah,
he's not.
he's not as fat. Well, when you see the moves and the action moves, he's slow when he fucking moves.
Well, yeah.
So like, it's like, oh yeah, he'd be done any second.
I feel like they just did him a disservice by doing.
I do too. I think they could have made him look way better than it actually was.
Yeah.
So like, it sucks on his part. But even though it was a great fucking, I mean, I'd watch it again. But I just think
I would watch it again.
I want him to see like how I saw him fight. We'll get to that episode, but how I saw him fight in the last episode in the air, flying, fucking shooting, fucking really fucking shit up.
Yeah,
but
yeah, exactly.
In the last of the episode 6, what happened?
There wasn't really. Oh, dude, when they blew the bar up.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yep.
That was the moment that changed my opinion about the show.
Yeah,
because finally,
they fucking killed a lot of people.
Because finally, I feel up until that point, I'm like, okay, they're promising me this big war.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
I don't even know if.
And I'm building up to. I'm like, where is it? Like, am I not gonna get it?
And at the time, I'm thinking, okay, the whole show is gonna be a 5-minute fight, and then the Mandalorian going to find Grogu again or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that, that's what I was expecting. Luckily,
they had no idea that they were gonna fucking do that. Like, because I knew right away, right when they didn't take their helmets off to want them washed or like polished, that something was gonna fucking happen right then and there. I thought they were gonna shoot everyone. I didn't know they had a fucking bomb.
It didn't even occur to me that something might happen. Like that completely caught me off guard. So that was super cool way. And that was the first time I was like, oh shit, something cool might happen here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that Boba Fett's gonna be pissed off about that, and he's gonna, want to do something about it.
The very next, and I'm glad that they fucking made the war the whole episode, pretty much.
It wasn't what I expected.
Same here. Like, I thought it was like a war, not like a hey, we're gonna have a little gang fight.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Thought it was gonna be. I tell you what, though, one of my, I don't want to say new favorite character, but one of the cool characters that were in this with the biker gang, the mods, the people that were helping them.
I like them. I just really hate Disney for putting them on scooters.
And that's another thing that bothers me about having like 2 episodes of The Mandalorian. You wasted an entire opportunity to tell a great story about them. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude.
You could have spent half an episode, 15-20 minutes talking about them, and a little bit more about who they were individually and how they got there and whatever.
Yeah,
but they chose to go with the Mandalorian route. You know what I mean?
And of course, yeah. I think everyone wanted to see that though.
It's tough to see that. It's tough to say that because I really like the Mandalorian and I like the way they did it.
Yeah,
it's like weird because I like the way they did it, but I kind of wish they did it a different way. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
And I wish they told a little bit more of that story about who they were and where they came from, and I mean, we all kind of get it, I guess. They're just,
I'm glad we got to see them together, but it would have been cool if it was just cross paths. You know what I mean? But I mean, Mandalorian stole the whole show, so It was like
Yeah.
after he was in it, it's like everyone's gonna want to see him, of course, because
Yeah.
it's Mandalorian. But um,
There was a lot of negative stuff about the last episode online that I saw. I don't know why. I don't have anything negative to say about it really. I just wish it
Yeah.
was my problem, I think, is up to the last episode, like the way they did it.
yeah,
I think they could have done it. They could have told better stories. And I like the fact that they went back in time and like showed how he got out of the Sarlacc pit and all that stuff. I like that they did all that.
yeah,
And they told a good I think they spent a lot of time talking, telling the Tuscan story.
yeah,
And they could have spent less time on that and more time on like other parts of the story, I think.
yeah. No, I agree on that. Other than that, the last part of the episode after the bomb was Baby Yoda giving that fucking choice. It made me so angry to fucking hear that there was a choice. Like, because
That's
he's gonna
my point.
like
That was my point.
at first I'm like, oh, he's gonna want the lightsaber because it's like glowing and it's like bright.
Right.
And that's what my point. And I'm like, oh, you know what? He's gonna think of the Mandalorian, and like you could see Baby Yoda's torn between what he has to fucking choose.
Yes.
But I already knew right away from watching The Last Jedi is that the first student for the temple was Kylo Ren. So I'm wondering if we're going to get a Kylo Ren soon, a younger version, because the first student was supposed to be Grogu, but his first student was fucking Kylo Ren. And he's going to kill him and fucking in that temple, and Kylo Ren destroys that temple in that movie. Remember that?
Yeah, but this is all after that, though.
No, it's before it. Because Luke's grown up in The Last Jedi. They do everything ass backwards.
No, I mean Boba Fett. Like right now is after all that, right?
No, it's before that time, but it's after A New Hope. So the last movie that just came out like a year ago or maybe 2 years ago, the fucking awesome like Kylo Ren and Rey, Right. Yeah, that movie is after this time period in Boba Fett. So it hasn't even happened yet. Han Solo and Leia are just now having Kylo Ren as a kid.
So watch all that shit again.
Well, they do everything backwards, so you kind of have to like start off in a weird order to see it all in chronological order.
I thought this was current day. Like
no. This is like 15 years before like he trains him. Like I'm guessing it's like it has to be around 15 years before he trains Kylo Ren, because if Kylo Ren's the first student in that temple that he destroys. Unless because they were building the temple, it wasn't being rebuilt. You know what I mean? He was building his first school for the Jedi, and that's how Luke did it when he was younger. And when he was older is when Kylo Ren destroys it.
So does Grogu have a part? Like, is this
He's
the
not
first
gonna...
time we ever see Grogu, or is he in any of the other stuff later down the road, or the stuff?
No, this is the only time we've ever seen him. So that means, well, the thing is, in like all the main movies, we don't see Mandalorian or Grogu. So that might just be a whole pipeline where we don't ever see him again. So unless there's another franchise movie coming out of the Star Wars, we're not going to probably see them, and we won't see them unless it's in a show. So it might end up Grogu and Mandalorian dying, but I don't think so, because Grogu can live hundreds of years,
right?
Mandalorian can only live.
Well, that's what he said. He said,
80.
Luke even made mention of that.
Yeah,
he said, like it's a short time for you, but it's a long time for him, meaning the Mandalorian.
Oh yeah,
when they were talking. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that Baby Yoda I figured he would show up in the last episode for the fight, and then, but I figured he would have the lightsaber.
I did too. I thought he was gonna have both,
right.
But I think he's gonna get that when the time is right. But I mean, we'll see. But in the Mandalorian, the new season, and it comes out in 2023.
I know they keep fucking pushing it back.
Yep.
He had more power in this one. Like
Grogu he's stronger.
Yeah,
he's getting stronger. He's kind of learned it from Luke and how to use it better. It was pretty funny. In the first opening scene of the season finale was the X-wing, and I thought Luke was going to be in it too. but it's funny. It was just Grogu showing up.
I kind of
And-
had a feeling it was, when I saw the ship, I had a feeling it was just going to be Grogu.
Yeah. It's funny because of not a lot of people heard it, but Grogu says hello in his little voice.
Right.
When the girl's like, "Oh my god," he's like, "Hello." He
Yeah.
says it just like that. And Taylor, like I was talking to my brother, and he didn't hear it. He's like, "I never heard him say it." I'm like, "No, he clearly says it. He says hello
Yeah,
in his little
he
voice."
definitely tried to say something. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, "Hello." That's exactly how he says it. It's funny that it's like a little kid's voice.
But he had a R2D2 in the back of the thing too with him. That was cool.
Oh yeah, dude. It
They
was the
never really
one.
showed what happened to him. I guess he took the X-wing back or something. I don't know.
Yeah, R2D2 was pretty much doing an autopilot for Grogu to get there because he has to get back to Luke Skywalker.
Dude,
with the X-wing.
one of my favorite characters in The Mandalorian and Boba Fett is the mechanic chick that builds all the planes.
Oh, really? I found her annoying in one of the episodes. I'm
Really?
like, I like her. I like her as a character. It was really.
I mean, she's annoying. Don't get me wrong. No,
It was
let me
really-
change that. She's annoying. But
Yeah,
man,
in a good way.
her character is so funny, man.
I definitely liked her character a lot. But I did find her annoying in some scenes. But
I like her character, man. I like the fact that she's annoying. She's annoying,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
like the
in a-
fact that she's annoying.
exactly,
I mean?
because that's how she has to be.
Like it's fitting. It's fitting for her.
Yeah, dude. And after that, I mean, we got them. Boba Fett is, instead of going to his palace, pretty much, he stays in that like rundown bar or wherever.
That's the bar that blew up.
Oh yeah, that's the bar that blew up. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And that's when he meets Cad Bane. Is it Cad Bane?
I don't know if it's
Cad Bane. Cad Bane. I think it's Cad
don't
Bane.
know.
I so thought right there. I mean, first off, I like how they made him look like a Western like type, like
Yes.
the cowboy fucking hat, like the fucking. It looks like a
Yes.
revolver. I like how they do that in multiple scenes where it seems like it's more like an old Western style.
I got that feeling when I first started watching the show. Like I think I even mentioned it to you.
I did
It had
I did when
it
right with
had like a
Mandalorian.
It had like a Western type vibe,
Yeah,
like a futuristic Western type vibe.
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
which I like
Uh,
that because you don't see
I-
that like ever.
yeah, I thought that was cool with the way they did it.
Oh yeah. Fucking what else happened? Another part that I thought was really fucking hilarious was the guy that they used. They call him like, what do they call him? Like Tailhead or something. The one negotiator. What's his name?
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Fucking hilarious, dude. He's like,
that
I
guy.
have a specialty in this, and then he goes out there and he's like, let's hear yours first.
Right.
So
He goes
funny.
to read it and there's nothing there, and it's just like
I need to know what actor he is because I know him. I just don't. I can't put him.
I
can't
knew. You're right. I know that. I bet you I know who it is. I don't know the name, but I have to look it up and see.
Yeah,
But,
he plays
I
in a
bet we
couple
know him.
things,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know him.
but I think he should go into more of the Star Wars series because he is a good actor for what he does. He's more like a jester than anything. Just how he acts to me, it's
So-
fucking.
So my question is: so the Pikes are behind everything.
Yes, and they
But-
set up
Is the mayor? What's the mayor? What's his name?
the mayor,
The mayor, or whatever.
the slug guy.
Yeah, is he controlling the Pikes?
No,
Are they working?
they're
for
just trying
him?
to. They're trying to work a deal, and then
Because I didn't understand that part.
I'm pretty sure that the Pikes were just wanting to run the spice through the town, and
Well,
the
that's all
mayor,
they
and the
want,
mayor
yeah.
was going to let it happen.
Yeah, the mayor was
And-
gonna let it happen.
Mandalorian, that's where Mandalorian steps in. Is like, yeah, that's not going to fucking happen.
Right. Yeah.
So the Pikes were behind everything. They were behind, and they even explained it to Cad Bane, where he's like, he set up the fucking bikers to make it look like they killed the Tuskens,
Yes.
so he would take out the Tuskens instead of asking them for help.
See, that was fucked up.
Smart. It was smart.
The way that they did that.
So Boba Fett had to sit there and realize that he just killed like 12 people for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah. But he was
Comes
already,
with war.
but he was already pissed off at him because when he
Yeah.
saw bikes and shit.
Exactly.
They fought him in the bar or whatever. But yeah, that was fucked up the way they did that and made it look like they did it.
Oh, dude. You gotta say a fucking badass episode in. And then
It
after
ended pretty well. I like the way that it ended.
oh yeah,
Fight scene was pretty good.
we got and right after you talked to Cad Bane and told him pretty much fuck off.
Yeah.
I like that because they were just going back and forth because they worked together. They worked together before all of this.
Right.
So they
Yeah,
were both the best bounty hunters, and so After that, I mean, this is when everyone's turning on them. Like every group, you would say, or guild, however you want to call it, turned on everyone. So you got like the guys that look like flies, like their faces or spiders.
Yeah.
They're the first ones to fucking come out, and they all had pistols. I don't know how any of those, like, majority of the people survived, as in against the gang.
Yeah.
It's helping Boba Fett. I just don't know how they survived that, because I mean there was like fucking 50 of them. It looked like holding guns, and they were back behind like a
I
little
don't know.
barrel.
A bunch of them died. I think only 4 or 5 got out, didn't they?
A
bunch of them went down.
You talking about
the people that were fighting were from the Freeland, or what they call it, the Freeland or whatever.
Yeah.
They're from that city. They pulled up on that whatever it was bus and started fighting with them.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the mods came.
Oh yeah, dude.
But there was only like 4 or 5 of them left.
Yeah. That fight scene, well, after the guy was doing a negotiation for them, that fight scene where Boba Fett and Mandalorian flew out like that had
was
to have
so
been
badass.
one of my favorite scenes, considering you got to see Boba Fett in action on what he does.
Yes.
Like I like the fucking how multiple times he had the missiles in the knees. So they actually used those, which is cool because I didn't think I was going to see that multiple times, but they were getting fucked up after a while. I mean, there's just too much gunfight. But it was really cool to see them fucking work together, because I was waiting for that scene just to see them actually fucking, their armor's fucking helping them out. Like they're not gonna, you know what I mean? So it was kind of cool to see them. And I like to see the whistlers from the fucking Mandalorian take out fucking like 12 people at once.
Right.
Good fucking show. And those fucking those I don't know what they're called, droids, with the fucking firepower.
The walker droids. Those things
dude,
are fucking
badass,
dope.
dude. They reminded me of the fucking, like when they had the force field bubbles from like I think I can't remember what episode it's in, with Anakin and Obi-Wan, where those fucking droids that have those, and they're like they kind of like roll around, and then they have those fucking guns. I have to send you a picture of it. I don't know what they're called, but it's pretty much the same concept, but these things are a lot bigger, dude. They're fucking massive.
Dope, man.
They
put the force field up.
Yeah, dude. That thing is so badass that they had those. I thought the fucking the sword that Mandalorian has was gonna go right through that, but no, it's fucking. I'm surprised, to be honest. I thought that thing cut through anything.
I thought he was gonna like have
the dark saber
swinging it. You know what I mean? Because
he had no trouble.
He had no trouble swinging it and using it. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for him to have trouble, like, you know.
So I'm wondering if the sword's more accepting him than rejecting him at this point, considering what he's using it for.
Yeah.
And so it's gonna. I think it has to build like a bond with him, in a way. But for sure, I thought those people were gonna be fucked up. And this whole time, watching this episode, I'm like, all right, where the fuck is Baby Yoda? I'm like, because I thought he was gonna come in and just destroy those things right away.
Well, that's what I was waiting for. That was what I was waiting for. Yeah.
And then when I saw, like, at first, I'm like, where the fuck is Boba Fett going? I'm like, he just bitched out. Like, well, fucking Mandalorians.
He busted in with that Rancor, bro.
I wanted to see that. And I think we've talked about this in multiple podcasts. I wanted to see him ride the Rancor, dude.
Yes.
And finally,
that's another point. When they spent all this time on the Mandalorian, they could have showed a little bit of training with the Rancor and stuff.
Yeah,
he
dude.
Went from just meeting him,
petting him.
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't really think he had a lot of control over him. It looked like the Rancor was kind of, just
he did to a fact when he's like, destroy it, and he fucking rips it in half. Like, so I think he understands a little bit.
He looked down and just gave him the nod, and he just ripped the thing apart.
Oh yeah, dude. And then you could see that the Rancor holds up a guy and then fucking allows Boba Fett to shoot him, and then he throws him. That was fucking cool how they did that. Like I liked how they worked it as a team. The Rancor, I didn't realize that they were that, like, in the show, like seeing them in like a cage, you wouldn't think they're that fast. You think they're pretty fucking slow, but this thing is a fucking beast, man. It was like a fucking cat fucking running, jumping on all fours and fucking going up fucking buildings.
Yep.
I think they utilized him really well, and I think everyone really wanted to see him ride the Rancor, especially ever since he said that people do ride them.
When he busted in with that Rancor, bro, I was like, "Yo, this is it, man."
There was no chance, dude.
Cool.
It was so cool how like he even hits the force field instead of it knocks them down like with the force field, so they're like a bubble, like fucking.
Yeah.
It was perfect, dude. And then he comes in after the Rancor fucking damaged one. He actually got, you could see Mandalorian fucking go right through that bubble.
Yeah,
dude.
He got in and
fucking badass. And you can see how easy it was. He just sliced through that thing like butter.
Oh, dude, it was
pretty
the
fucking cool.
Was cool.
Dude.
The last episode was really cool. I don't know about this whole new Kylo.
I thought fucking whatchamacallit? Chrysanthemum. I thought he died, dude. When they fucking like hurtled over him, remember he was fighting him off. I'm like, no, don't take him. I was like,
I feel like he was gonna come back. I feel like he'd be back, but
like
be all messed up.
In the back of my head, I'm like, he ain't dead, but I'm like, oh fuck, he might be dead.
Yes,
like I'm like, it can't be, dude. But it was really funny. Like a lot of the videos I see online.
Jesus Christ,
it's 2 yawns this whole podcast.
That's like 9.
That was 2.
2 in a row.
It was funny though when they're saving Chrysanthemum and like they're like holding him. Like I saw this video online where the guy with the eye, like I don't know what he has for it. It's like a robot eye. One of the gang members.
Right.
They're holding him up and like he does a fucking like. There's like 3 guys in front of them when they're holding up Chrysanthemum, and then like he does like a 360 and then kneels down and then shoots one instead of just fucking pointing and shooting. He made it like over dramatic, which is so funny. And I'm seeing it all over online now. Like this was a very pointless move. It was funny.
Yes.
I'll have to send you the video of like people fucking making fun of it.
I'm reading this thing about Cad Bane.
Yeah.
So it says that Boba was a child when he last saw Bane.
Yeah.
And Bane still sees himself as an older mentor dispensing cruel workplace advice. I think his father worked with Bane. That's what.
Oh, is that what it was?
Okay. I think I remember him saying something like that. Something about his father.
Yeah.
Like he said his father was, or he was nothing like his father. His father was weak or something. I don't know, something. But I didn't catch the reference because I didn't know what their relationship was.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it again and see what the reference was. But
I just watched the Clone Wars to really get an idea.
So Boba was a child when he last saw Bane.
Okay.
So that means Bane's old
makes
as
sense.
Shit.
He's really old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was really funny to see fucking the meetup and the reunited the reunion you could say of Mandalorian and fucking Baby Yoda. How Baby Yoda jumped at Mandalorian for a.
Oh, you just froze up. What happened?
I'm not sure. You froze up. I was talking to you, and it just that was really weird.
I don't want to listen to you anyway.
It's all right. I was saying just the funniest part was fucking the reunion of fucking Baby Yoda and Mandalorian. How Baby Yoda jumped at him and fucking gave him a big ass hug.
Yeah,
that was the funniest thing. And then you could see his little chainmail on.
Yeah,
fucking dude.
He's like, he's wearing a shirt.
those 2, he's like, you did get my gift. Those 2, I don't know, when they're together, it just to me makes the fucking show.
Yes.
Just because the bond between them,
right,
can't fucking beat it. And then of course you got fucking Baby Yoda after the Rancor fucking destroys those machines.
Yes.
Puts him to sleep, and then he puts himself to sleep next to him. And then
he curls up next to him and falls asleep with him. That was good.
It was fucking great.
That was good.
You can't. To me, you can't. I don't know. You can't beat that fucking. You can't beat the duo.
I would definitely watch this series again. This is what I would watch.
I want to watch them all again.
I actually want to watch it again because there's things that I missed. I think, and I think I put probably more stuff together now.
Yeah, I would say, yeah. You definitely. We need to go through and fucking. We need to watch all of them. We have to take a couple weekends, meet up, and fucking watch the originals.
That's what we need to do. We need to. You know what I mean? We need to watch the whole series.
Yeah,
all the. Movies.
It'd be worth it. Because I've seen them all. The only one I haven't seen much of is Clone Wars. I haven't seen all of those.
Those are cartoons, right?
Oh man, you're fighting that yawn, dude. I can see it from here.
Well, if you stop
you're fighting the yawn, dude. I saw it. I saw the facial expression. You're like, oh, it's almost got me.
If you could stop yawning for 2 minutes,
it's all right, bro. I got another one coming. It's brewing. It's brewing.
I'm gonna go back and relive. I'm gonna count how many yawns you got.
It's in the thousands.
I mean, just today. I mean, we're talking 10. That's probably 12 right there.
Probably, dude. Once I start, I just can't stop.
Yeah, now you got me doing
Once I start, and then we got the fight right after that. We got the fight with Boba Fett and Cad Bane, and I gotta say, I don't like how he died. It was like too quick.
Agreed. Yeah.
Just like I understand.
I kind of like the way he did it, but
yeah,
there wasn't enough of it. You know what I mean?
And I understand Cad Bane's like, I mean, he's fast with his gun, but he might not be fast because he's old.
Right.
But at the same time, I mean, you gave him like 30 seconds and he was dead.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to see like a little bit more, maybe Boba Fett struggle a little bit more instead of being, you know. And the thing is, you fall off the Rancor because of a little flame. I'm sorry. Yeah. I didn't. There it is. There it is. I'm gonna have to go back in these podcasts and count all these. What the fuck is this? Oh man, just you. It's ruining the podcast.
I think this is what our podcast is from now.
We'll call it yawning time.
Well, yawning time with Tyler and Ian.
Yep.
Somebody will listen to it, right?
Someone will, and then you know what? Every time they hear it, they're probably going to yawn too.
Think of how many yawns we create by us yawning.
I want to know.
People are probably listening to our show driving.
Thing is, if I see someone yawning, or if I even think of yawning, I'm yawning. Always.
You know what? You're probably the only person that has this effect on me. To where when I see you yawn like this, well, because you yawn like every.
That's because I do it so much. Yeah.
Because you're very persistent with it, and it's like, you know, I'm yawning. We're gonna yawn now, and this is what we do.
It's gotta happen. Like, I don't know. It's just. I can't stop. I mean, this is a problem I have. I mean, but the thing is, I will not yawn at all during the day until I'm home.
Until you fucking hit record, and then
it happens
every time. It's like that's your yawn button.
Yeah, it definitely is. And well, let's talk about the fucking badass scene that we get the girl that fucking kills every leader in that fucking room.
Oh,
at the end, dude, I'm like, who the fuck is that? I'm like,
dude, she is such a badass. I love that fucking bro.
Oh yeah, dude.
She's so cool.
I'm glad that they fucking used her throughout the whole fucking show.
And she's so good at
her job,
that character.
Yeah.
And she's just an all-out badass. Like everything about
she's like a John Wick of fucking girl. You know what I mean? Yes. Precise with all of her shots. Just fucking combat wise, fucking take anyone down. But she fucking
I've seen her in other things.
Yeah, she's been in quite a few movies or shows. It seems like. But yeah, she hangs the mayor. Fucking
that was so cool, bro.
Oh yeah, dude.
All you see is like a rope falling around his neck, and then she just picks him up, and his feet are kicking, and they just stop kicking.
First, fucking shoots everyone in the head.
Oh god. Then he stabbed him Then she stabbed him from behind.
Oh yeah, dude.
God. That was such a good scene.
I'm glad that they did that, considering it's like they did some brutal fucking killing in a Star Wars movie for a Disney movie. They like how they fucking stabbed in the back. You see a hanging in a fucking Star Wars.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't think I would get any of that kind of stuff with a Disney. Like
that was an interesting take on it. The way that she hung them.
I think they're doing the shows better almost than the
like
movie.
The street fight wasn't really that crazy. Like it was just kind of normal or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That scene when she started hanging people and stabbing people up close, that was like, wow, this is something different.
I hope there's more of her in the shows coming up. But other than that, I mean, I hate the scooters. Every time I see them, even in the end. I mean, they're all colored purple.
Yeah, they're pretty
blue.
They
go about 13 miles per hour.
That is still to this day the most aggravating scene in this whole series.
When the first
guy is trying to get away from them.
Yeah,
and it looks like they're riding fast, and then you realize they're doing like 5 miles an hour through town.
Like, did I just say a person walked past them?
Yes, it was so annoying, man. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah, it was definitely pretty annoying at that. Like they could have. I would rather see that by regular speeders.
Right? Yeah.
There it is, Ian. Man,
I
I,
fucking hate you.
I don't know what it is. You know,
I
you
don't
just
know what it
you can't stop for one podcast.
is.
Oh man.
You son of a bitch.
The ending scene though was pretty fucking awesome. With I knew and I called it too. I think I told you in like two podcasts ago where the bubble in the back of his ship
Yes,
was for Grogu, and I said, I'm like, dude, that's for
100%.
Grogu. There's no droid that
Yes.
they don't need air, so it has to be
funny,
Grogu.
dude.
How he fucking knocks,
he's knocking on the glass, and he's like, no,
and then even harder.
He's like, no.
Yep.
He's like, okay, fine, one more time, and they hit hyperdrive and they take off,
dude. And
man,
his face, how he's like, eh.
It's still little,
fucking awesome, dude.
It's still little things with Grogu that make him so good. Like,
yeah,
dude. It's those little things
like
that he does.
Like people, like even myself, you feel emotional when you see like Grogu and like what he has to go through with the Mandalorian. Right. Like the last episode 6, when you see Grogu and Mandalorian couldn't, like, the Jedi is like, don't bug him, he needs to choose. Like when you see him go and then you see Grogu hold his hand out because he knows it's the Mandalorian. It was like the saddest scene in all of these Disney movies.
You're right.
I felt like emotional. I'm like, this is sad. Like and it's a Star Wars fucking show. I'm like, no way. But they get you, like, it's something to do with Grogu and Mandalorian, the connection and the bond between those two.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what we have in store for that. Considering, I mean, we got another year, dude, before we even see anything.
Dude.
Well, no, we got fucking Kenobi coming out.
Obi-Wan comes out May 25th.
Yeah, Kenobi. It's called no, it's May. It's May 25th.
May. Okay.
Yeah.
It comes out pretty quick.
Yeah. That show's gonna be awesome. I wonder who's gonna be like a mashup with it.
I don't even know. I guess I don't know enough about
Obi-Wan.
Like what to expect for that whole deal.
Obi-Wan, we're gonna see. I'm wondering if so it's after that time period. Aunt May and Uncle Ben, they're already toasted. They're done for.
Right, like, see, that's what confuses me. There's the time frames.
It's you kind of well,
and probably because I haven't seen some of the other movies, so it's hard. So I'm probably missing giant pieces of time.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Because of Luke's already a Jedi, so Aunt May and Uncle Ben, they're done for. I think that's their names. Yeah,
they've already made their.
Are they the same names as the Spider-Man characters, Uncle Ben and Aunt May?
Yes,
they are.
They are. Speaking of Spider-Man, did you see Tom Cruise is going to be in a new Doctor Strange movie?
Did you see who else is going to be in it? There's a bunch of people, not just Tom Cruise.
Right.
I even took screenshots to send you.
They were talking about. People kept, obviously it was a rumor for a long time, and they kept sending out. They kept showing pictures of him like in green screen or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know how I feel about that, but I feel like it could be cool if they do it right. Because Tom Cruise is pretty good at everything that he does.
I like Tom Cruise. The cast lineup for that is Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't know who he is. Is that Doctor Strange, right?
That's Doctor Strange, yeah.
We got Tom Cruise, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland.
Yeah.
They're all in it. We got quite a few people. Jamie Foxx, John Favreau. Dude, there's a bunch, dude. There's a bunch of people in this, so it's gonna be fucking this. It's gonna be a great movie. I will guarantee you that this will probably be my favorite Marvel movie, only because the Doctor Strange first one is my favorite Marvel movie.
It was so hard for me to get on board to watch that Doctor Strange movie.
So I made you fucking watch it again, dude.
And then he's one of my favorite characters. Like he's just
hands down.
He's so good, and
this
character is just so good.
I'm gonna have to agree on that one, dude. Incredible to see, and what we're gonna see is we're gonna see a bad Wanda Vision, like her. We're gonna see a bad one of her, like a villain, and we're gonna see a villain of Doctor Strange. We're gonna get multiples of them.
You see, I saw that the scene where they have the villain Doctor Strange.
Yep.
I don't know if it's a villain Doctor Strange.
Oh, it is.
I feel like it's more of a oh god, how do I explain it?
He,
Just someone like I almost feel like it's like a tribunal type thing where people are like judging him. You know what I mean? And like
um,
there's a series of Doctor Stranges, and they're all going to be like, you're the problem, and like that's kind of
maybe
the vibe I got from it. I don't know that it's
I
going to
got
be
it
like,
that they're going to be coming from other multiverses and they're going to be
oh
fucking
yeah,
and they're going to be pretending to be them but be bad. I and set them up.
Marvel did a really smart thing with the multiverse because
Yeah, it's
I
endless.
mean everything is endless now.
Yep,
I
you can do
mean,
as much as you want.
you could make 100 different Iron Mans now.
Yeah, and
You
now
know
we're
what I
gonna
mean?
get it. We're gonna probably get an Andrew Garfield, another Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
I hope so. I think they're gonna do. I think they're gonna do another Garfield. They're talking about he's gonna be with Venom.
Yeah,
That's the rumor that some of the rumors that I read was that Venom is gonna be part of his multiverse. Andrew Garfield.
I can't
So
wait.
he's gonna be part of the Amazing Spider-Man 3. Will basically be Venom and
So we got fucking yeah, we got Kenobi. We got. I mean,
which I don't know how. Which I don't know how I feel about that because I kind of feel like Venom should be more along the lines of Tom Holland's because I don't know, like
technically could be any of them.
the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, I feel like more of a I don't want to say cartoony, but more of a light-hearted Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like the Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's gone through more.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So he has that where he has that background of.
I think Andrew Garfield's more of the comic book Spider-Man.
Okay.
More of the typical Spider. Because now with the Avengers and stuff, they've taken Spider-Man out of the typical Spider-Man
role
and put him in more shit, more stuff, more stuff. But I don't know. I Venom's cool no matter what. Like
same here. I mean, he's a badass dude.
Yeah, Venom would be cool.
I like the humor. I mean, there was a little bit too much humor in the second one, but I still really fucking love the movie.
There was a lot of humor in that.
It was fun humor, but it's like probably I wanted to see more of a dark side. But I still enjoyed it. Like I think they did a great job.
I think I like the first Venom better still.
Definitely, same
here. Original, but it was good. I mean, it was worth watching.
It's gonna be fucking awesome, man.
What did I watch the other day? Have you seen the previews to Nightmare Alley?
No.
It's got Bradley Cooper in it.
He's usually really good in his acting.
It's a pretty long movie and it's a little long-winded.
Is it out?
It's out. It was in a theater for like a week and then it hit HBO Max.
What's it called?
Nightmare Alley.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
It's a really good one. It's like 2.5 hours long. It's long.
I'll watch it.
It could be way shorter.
What's it about?
So the whole thing is kind of a misdirection. I don't want to give too much of away if you're going to watch it, but
on purpose.
The whole thing's a little bit of a misdirection.
Yeah,
but it's basically about a guy that joins a carnival.
Yeah,
and starts doing the carnival stuff or whatever, and learns how to do like sleight of hand type stuff from one of the carnies that are already there.
Yeah,
and like gets really, really good at it, and then kind of takes his own show on the road.
Yeah,
and gets into like a whole big
like
gets like a scam type thing, but it gets way out of hand.
Yeah, he did it to the wrong person.
Yeah, and the ending's like holy shit, man, and like there's a lot of like holy shit moments in it. You know what I mean? Like wow, that's pretty crazy. Oh, you got the cootie cat.
He's purring at it. He's like, oh, what is that? What is that?
Was he trying to attack your fucking microphone?
Oh, he always purrs. That's Midnight. He's my favorite animal of all times.
Sounds like you're trying to start a lawnmower.
Hey, buddy, come here. I know, right? My cat loves me, man. It is always right now. He's just constantly like my leg. He just rubs against it. He's like, just pet me.
You're his property. He owns you.
Exactly. Hey, buddy. Come on.
You know what we got to see still is
Moonfall. Dude, I want to see that so bad.
We need to go this weekend and watch it.
Yeah.
Or next weekend, one of the two.
This weekend, see it. This weekend or next weekend. I'm down either or. I really want to see that movie. At first, I thought it was another Transformers when I first saw it.
The soundtrack to that movie is gonna be dope.
And they
redo the Creedence Clearwater Revival song.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Dude, I found it on YouTube where it's basically the song, the whole song.
Yeah.
It is done like it's badass.
Perfect.
Dude.
I say what we do is we go to the fucking look. We try to do Saturday. After like maybe go to the flea market. I mean, maybe around 9 or 10, and then go fucking see it right after.
Yeah,
I'm down. I mean, it'd
gotta-
probably be easier to do that, or even Sunday we could do it.
we gotta go see that movie.
That'd be a fun one to fucking talk about because I actually wanted to see that movie. I thought at first it was a Transformers movie. When I felt, I'm
So did
like,
I.
it's a new Transformers
So-
movie.
It's very Transformers.
Yeah, dude.
Transformer-esque. Like it's
Yeah.
very, very
In that kind of like realm of like what's happening.
yeah.
So
And even like I can't make a whole lot out of it from the trailer.
me neither.
Like I feel like there's something in the moon that is like creating this.
The moon is just it's a metal planet. No one knew. That's what it is. The moon's like it's a building inside.
But they call it like a he or something. Like it's like
It's like a
being,
it's an entity
you know what I
or
mean?
like a fucking
Yeah. Like a couple of scenes, like if you watch close, they're like, oh, it or he is, doing this or that or whatever.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. I mean, it may be all misdirection or whatever, but it looks like it's going to be a really, really good movie.
I can't wait to see that. And I never saw the new Scream. I need to see that too.
You need to see the new Scream.
Oh yeah.
You need to see the new Scream.
So that movie that you're talking about with Bradley Cooper, that's called.
I'm actually down to go see that again because that was really, really good.
that good.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do back-to-back movies.
It's really good if you like the very original Scream.
I love it.
If you like that one, you will love this one because it's a lot. It mainly has to do with the first Scream.
the first and the
original Scream.
Yeah. You won't understand it if you don't watch the first one.
You could. I mean, but
you just won't understand like
you'll know.
flashbacks.
It will all make more sense to you if you have watched the first Scream. And the other Screams you could give a shit about. It doesn't really matter. Like,
yeah. By the way, have you seen any of the new Chucky season?
I have not.
Dude, it is so good.
I can't.
I bought them on
like a list. I got like a list of things that I want to start watching. But
I bought them on Vudu because they're like $1.99 an episode. I'm like, I'll play it.
You ever watch that show, Snowpiercer?
Never even heard of that.
Oh, I started watching it when it very first came out. I started watching it.
Is that a new show?
No, it's old. It's
okay.
I think it's like 4 or 5 seasons in now.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe 3 or 4 seasons. But I started watching it and then I started recording it and then I ended up moving and I had to give my DVR back. So I gave away like the whole series of the whole first season. So I kind of got out of it because I couldn't go back in.
It's called Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer. It's about a train that is basically all the people left in the world are on this crazy train. Yeah. And the whole world is frozen over. It's like an ice age.
Oh shit.
And like you can't go outside. Like just look at like the trailer or whatever, like or commercial for it or whatever.
Yeah. Is there any new episodes or?
Yeah. They're
what's it on?
TBS or TNT, one of those two. TBS or TNT.
All right, Snowpiercer.
But I mean, like from episode 2,
it's like 3, is it like our kind of show?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. Like it has that fucking dark, like it's just fucking good.
Yeah, there's a bunch of crazy shit that happens in it. Like there's this one scene where I guess like the temperature outside is like negative 35 degrees or whatever it is, like some crazy temperature.
Yeah,
and like you'll instantly freeze if you go outside, and like as a torture or as punishment for people.
Yeah,
like they have a like a portal on the side of the train, like a porthole, and they got a contraption. They'll stick your arm in it, and your arm will freeze, and then they break your arm off.
No shit,
because they're like flash freezes, dude. It's insane. It's crazy.
I'm gonna have to watch it. I just pulled it up on YouTube.
I want to get back into it. I kind of got out of it because
we can talk about that one.
It just kept going. Yeah, that one's a really, really good show. I want to get back into.
I think we need to. I'm gonna watch the trailer, not now because the sound will play over, but definitely get into that.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that. That and Dark Alley, you said.
Nightmare Alley.
Nightmare Alley. Oh, okay.
Nightmare Alley.
I'm gonna watch that one.
It's pretty good. I mean, like I said, it's a little long-winded, but it's weird because it's long-winded, and you realize as you're watching it, you're like, this movie could be a lot shorter. But then after you watch it, you're like, you kind of needed everything that was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to put it together.
Yep. You've seen the movie?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
I was going to go to a theater and see it, and I just never made it. And then
Yeah.
finally, next thing I know, it was on TB or
HBO.
HBO Max. That and something else just came out on HBO Max.
Dude, I'm telling you right now. Take
There's
the time.
another-
You gotta do me a favor. Watch Westworld.
I got to get into that too.
Watch just please watch the first episode and
need to
judge
get
it off the first episode.
I need to get into that too.
Dude, I'm telling you, that should be like your next show. That right there should be your next show to watch.
How many
Westworld.
seasons are there?
Couple seasons. It's not long.
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Telling you right now, you'll fucking love that show. You will like that show a lot.
My daughter's been here for 2 weeks, so we've been watching. She watches all these real estate shows, like
Trust me, I love HGTV, man.
No, they're like, oh god, it's on Netflix. It's called Selling Tampa, and then there's a Selling Sunset, which is selling Hollywood Hills. They're all $80 million homes, and everybody has Ferraris and Lamborghinis, and
of course
the women on it are just super hot, but they're also dumb, and you just like, oh my god, like it's almost like a train wreck you don't want to look away from.
Oh my god,
I
haven't seen those shows.
I can't stop watching it. It's fucking ridiculous how dumb they are.
How the fuck do they afford 80 million and like 50 million, even 10 million? You know what I mean?
They work with all these celebrities and stuff buying these multi-million-dollar homes. But I mean, their commissions are like 250 grand on a home. You know what I mean? So all you got
if not more, way more.
Yeah, all you gotta do is sell a couple homes and you're making $1 million a year.
It's fucking insane, dude.
But man, there's this one girl. She's like one of the older ones in the show. But she's got like a super young boyfriend. He's like 25.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy is dumb as a stump, dude. Like, I mean, you just look at him, you're like, dude, do you even know what's happening? Like,
yeah.
My daughter's like the nicest person in the world. She don't make fun of anybody. She looked at me, she's like, this guy is dumb. Like, we've been making fun of him the whole series.
Dude. I'll have to watch it.
So dumb. It's just, I mean, it's the stupidest shit in the world to watch.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's
still watch it.
It's good for like a Sunday morning,
kill
some time and laugh.
Yep.
It's
some of these people.
And some of the houses, dude. You gotta see some of these houses, man.
Just nuts.
They got like 3 and 4 saunas in them and shit, and closets the size of your house. You know what I mean? Just ridiculous.
It's crazy, like the money that you have to buy, like how much money you'd have to afford to buy that house. But imagine how much money it would cost to afford to completely utilize it, as in all that shit.
Yeah, well, that's what
electric bills must be like $5,000 a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then, to keep everything going.
The one house they were asking like 15 million for it, and they were talking about the taxes. The taxes on it were like 90 grand a year. So if you bought that house, you're gonna have 90,000. You're gonna pay cash, obviously, probably. Yeah. So you're gonna have $90,000 a year in taxes.
That's almost $1 million in 10 years.
Yeah, so you're gonna have that. You're gonna have, probably a $5,000 a month electric bill.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like, and maintenance. You probably have $1,000 a month, and
then just living in the area, you're probably gonna have to pay because it's it's an HOA.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane the money, man, that's out there, and a lot of them are like big bankers from overseas, or a lot of investment
that are going to be there once a year, and they're going to sell it when they don't want to go there anymore.
Or a lot of people rent them out. I guess they like Airbnb them or whatever for like $1,000 a night or.
Well, there's fucking Tom Brady is renting. Who's the athlete that he's renting it from? He's paying he's paying like $75,000 a month.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah,
a month. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. Imagine how much money you have to spend 75 grand a month.
That's like a $35 million house. Well, I mean, they got so much fucking money, dude. I think she's worth like 180 million, and then he's worth another 100, 200 on top of it.
Fucking nuts, dude.
I mean, yeah, just retarded money. But I don't know, man. I guess if you got it, you got to spend it somehow.
Oh yeah, dude. I agree. I mean, they don't. I mean, realistically, they're halfway through their life. So
yeah, I mean,
they're right around 50.
They're both fucking retiring, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like Brady just retired,
and he deserves to. I mean, he doesn't need to play anymore.
No, there's no reason.
He's a great fucking player. Like he's done. He did his time. What, 20 years?
22 years.
Yeah, dude. He's done.
Probably one of the best ever. You know what I mean? If not the best ever.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, just retire and go off into the sunset.
I like how I saw that
with your supermodel wife.
Yeah, I like how in one of the games, like one of the last games that they played, if not the last game they played, where fucking Brady refused to go in. He stayed out so he could throw the pass to Gronkowski for $1 million.
Yeah, because he had
It was a fucking record or something.
Well, he had they give you bonuses, like, you know, if you're a receiver, if you catch, you know, 100 balls or whatever it is, you know, 50 balls,
and he needed one more catch, and he made him do it.
He needed one more catch, and Brady's like, I'm not fucking coming out. I'm gonna go throw that fucking. I'm gonna get his catch. And
exactly,
it was like $1 million bonus or something.
Yep, it was $1 million, fucking for that one catch. It's fucking nuts, dude. It's crazy how much money those fuckers make, dude.
Oh god, it's so much money.
Just crazy, like to think on. Like
It's funny because some like the broads that do the real estate, like the real estate agents, a lot of them are the wives of like basketball players. A lot of them are like have real famous husbands or whatever.
They gotta be, because like when they retire, like that money's gonna go quick. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of those players, fucking a lot of them don't do too like some majority. They're smart, but there's
the superstars, you know, will always have money because they'll have money. You know,
royalties.
Brady will make money. Brady will make money long after he's done retired because he'll do like it's like Drew Brees. Now he's making like 12 million a year or something doing play-by-play. You know what I mean? And he can do that. If he could do that for 30 fucking years, you know what I mean? Like that
exactly
don't wear on you.
Exactly.
You know? But Brady will do something. And I think he has a bunch of other businesses too that he's part of.
Yeah.
So he's gonna make, you know, they'll never run out of money. And his wife's still smoking hot, so she can go model or whatever she does.
They could just have like Time Magazine or People Magazine take pictures of them, like, yeah, I want 30 grand for that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They're just, I mean, they'll never want for anything ever again.
No. Well,
you know, a lot of I feel bad for the guys that play and are broke. You know what I mean? Like
exactly
in 5 or 10.
So if they lose a game, they're gonna cry because they're like, I owe this guy, I own this loan shark money.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? Probably happens.
Oh yeah. But yeah.
Other than that, we got Kenobi. Like, this is the biggest thing coming out right now. Off topic. Kenobi's coming out May.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so happy to see that.
I'm interested to see it because I'm interested to see
how they do it.
Probably, as of right now, it's probably my least interesting one, just because I don't know a lot about it. But I am interested to see it because I want to know.
I'm wondering if they're going to show a commercial for it at halftime.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Other than that, I gotta say, good fucking season. They definitely set up Mandalorian, so we got a whole year for that.
I wonder how. I wonder how many episodes that's going to be.
6
or 7, probably.
Probably. They can explain a lot, but they need to make those episodes
Where'd you go? This guy and his internet. I don't know. Where do you get your internet? Kmart? Oh man, this guy. You can't have nothing nice. All right, well, I guess we're gonna wrap it up because we lost him. So we'll try this again. He might be. Oh god, that's funny. Your mic is like muted. It shows that you're like muted. It's not muted anymore, but I still can't hear you. I wonder who it's recording. I wonder if oh man. Oh god, this is great. We gotta just watch. you gotta just go to YouTube and watch this mess. He's like, can you hear me? Oh man. Well, we should probably wrap it up then, I guess. So It's been real. We'll talk to you next time. Thanks for checking us out. Check us out on YouTube and everywhere else. Oh God, this guy. All right, well, we'll see you. We'll see you, I guess.